Is it guys on Chatterbait?
There's everything.
There's anything you want.
Okay.
Everything you want.
Well, anything that
woman.
can chat.
Well, even then, I
He's
don't know.
get a parrot.
Yeah.
Get a parrot and have
Yeah.
him do some sexy things.
Yeah.
Molt.
Molt?
Yeah.
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 I want you to
see
molt
that.
for me.
Yeah, molt for daddy.
Do parrots? I don't think parrots molt. I think that's a snake reptile thing.
No, you're wrong.
Okay.
Absolutely wrong. Birds don't molt. What are you, crazy?
Yeah. I'm going to go with Peter on this one.
I know things.
You're a bird guy?
I'm not a bird guy. Everyone knows that birds molt.
I'm just
You have
saying I
a-
went
you
to
have a-
grad school for molting, so
You have a
I
lot
think
of
I know.
sexual animal jokes, so I feel like
Guilty.
you've done your research.
Yeah, you got to be clear. You don't want
Yeah.
to go out there talking about fucking animals and look stupid. So you got to be well informed.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, those bestiality people, they are just reckless if you get something wrong and they're in the audience.
They're like,
yeah.
actually, and you're like, wait a minute.
You're like,
Yeah.
you know how
research.
a cow has 3 stomachs and 7 balls? And they're like, well, actually.
Yeah, and you're like, here we go.
Here we go again.
Thank God I brought my chart to this comedy show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dimitri Martin. Yeah, there we are.
But he talks about his bestiality in his next special.
No, he brings charts.
Oh,
He's
okay.
a chart guy.
That's
Is this the podcast you explain things to Dan?
that's how Dan.
Is that what happens?
It is.
You know,
Dan knows nothing.
Initially, it was going to be Dan and Santiago have a conversation, but it quickly turned into explaining things.
No, it's the dark corners of the internet where he exists.
Yeah, like
and
Dimitri
I'm like,
Martin, the dark corners where Dimitri Martin does jokes about an eagle with
no,
2
no,
sets
I'm
of
talking.
wings.
I'm talking about Chatterbait, which is just like
That's not a dark corner of the internet either. That's
All right.
that's
It's
pretty.
not- well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't spent much time on there.
But you
uh,
fucking clicked on it, and you were like, "Oh, I get it."
I think-
As soon as I go on a website and they're like, "Yeah, buy the tokens," I'm like, "I'm out." That's
No.
fucking. I've got too much. I know people in real life. I don't need to buy tokens to interact with people.
I've
you
never
know?
paid for porn. You
Really?
guys ever paid? No. Is it
Oh.
worth it? I guess if you're paying for it, it's got to be something to it.
I have not.
But it's so free. Everything's free.
Yeah. It's well, you're in the like broke mindset. You're like the artist, like me.
Even
I'm
if I
sorry,
had
they
a
have
ton of
they have
money.
free porn on the internet.
Yeah.
Jesus
Brother.
Christ, guys,
That's right.
Dan,
I gotta go.
I try to not pay for you can watch you can just stream most movies online. So I'll do that because it's like I don't.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You feel so you don't.
if I can
You
save
feel-
money.
Yeah. So you feel better about stealing money from like Steven Spielberg than
Anybody, I
a
don't-
sex worker.
No, I don't pay for porn either. Anything that I cannot pay for without going too out of my way, I'll usually just go for the free version because I feel like all the money I save, funds this podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's noble now.
This
Now
table-
Now it's become a
This
good
table
thing.
was built by
Yeah.
all the porn I didn't
yeah.
pay
This
for.
this table is actually marble wrapped in wood. It was
Wow.
weird. It's expensive. and
Classy.
Yeah, just to make it heavy.
I love
Yeah.
it.
No, I think the people that pay for porn, it's like an ethical thing where it's like the same people that
Oh, really?
pay for music. Like they like being like, these are the creators I want to support. The same people who pay for Patreon. You pay for Patreon? I'll listen to Patreon if it's like somebody uploads it to SoundCloud, but I'm not going to pay for somebody's Patreon.
That's true. But I think with Pornhub, they get a percentage, I'd imagine. I think that if you sell your product, someone's getting paid.
Well, there's a difference between it's
There's
like
ads.
you buy it.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah,
I'm sure.
and
I'm
there
sure.
are.
Yeah. So I'm sure it
I
works
don't-
like YouTube.
I need a bigger dick. It's always that. And it's always
Yeah.
like the biggest dick. It's like no one wants a penis that's, I don't know. Start with like an average size penis. You want this? And you go, yeah, I want that average size penis. But then they have like these, like anime games, like try not to come. You're like, okay. I want to come.
You're like, I win.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know who wins here. I just want to come. Try not to. Like I
Yeah.
don't have time for this.
I wonder if they ever get a call. Someone's like, "You win."
Yeah,
Like, I could not come. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
You have the lifestyle. You just got places to be. You do comedy. You work, right?
Yeah, busy boy.
You
I
got
don't-
you're in
got
a
time for these
relationship.
games.
Yeah, I'm serious. Most of these people don't know a single person. That's what I'm talking about. It's like most
What?
of the internet and most entertainment is geared towards people who have nothing.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, well, then this is for you, you fucking little freaks who's
Yeah.
ever listened to this shit. You fucking loser.
By the way, please join
You
our
fucking
Patreon.
moron.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
join our Patreon and Chatterbait page.
Yeah, join the Chatterbait, pay for porn, you little freak, and
Yeah.
come when the thing tells you not to come.
Yeah.
That's it. I like talking to your audience like this. You
You-
little bitch. Who's
I-
listening to this?
I don't
You fucking
mind.
creep.
Yeah. It's mostly just gonna be like Instagram clips.
I
so,
love it.
Children. So
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Kinky.
Kinky. Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm hip.
You're hip. You're hip to the game.
Whoa,
oh yeah.
whoa, Oh, I didn't say all that.
Let's introduce our guest.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
should do that.
For those of you that don't know, for those of you not in the know, here to my right is Peter Revello.
What's up?
Very funny New York comedian and also a global TikTok star. Is that what I've...
Yeah, 50,000.
That's-
Big number.
That is pretty big.
That's not bad.
See?
Yeah.
Dan knows. It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
It's real, man. It's done nothing for me. Actually, you know what? I'm in that
Last
range.
time I talked to you, you were like, people come out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like 3 people come out.
What? That's great.
I
That's
talked to you
3
the
people.
I talked to you the day after 3 people came out, and you're like, this is pretty good.
Things are
And
happening.
then fucking 2 weeks later, you're like, fuck this shit.
That's basically it.
Right.
Oh man.
They-
Did they buy your shirts? You gonna do merch?
Do merch. No, yeah, TikTok is so fucked. It's like this. They're not yours.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like that, but they're not your followers. Like they are. Like on your page, it tells you how many, but they don't see all your stuff. Like if you have like 50K on Instagram or like 100K on Instagram, like they're all gonna see your stuff. But TikTok, you don't know. Like you can still have like a video that does like 3,000 views and have like 200,000 followers. So you're like, what? How is that possible?
Right.
You know what I mean? If everyone's supposed to see my, so yeah, it's real fun. TikTok's fun.
Do you like it? Have you enjoyed doing it?
I like some of it, yeah, but I mean, I try not to be on it too long because it's poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really. It does feel like it rots your brain.
Yeah.
If you're on it too long, you're just like, this is not healthy.
It's the perfect thing to waste your time and do nothing for 3. If you want to lose 3 hours, you got Instagram and TikTok. That's it. It's
Yeah.
just all it like. 2
Instagram less
hours.
so. I don't know. I feel like Instagram's easy to stop. Like TikTok, like they know you, so they keep throwing stuff your way. Like, how about this? How about an 18-year-old dancing? You're like, all right, I'm not gonna look, and then it's, pretty good.
You're like, wow, what a good dancer.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah, she's
Wow,
talented.
yeah. Can't believe she's only 17.
She's got
Yeah.
the
I
moves.
don't know. They
Dances
didn't
like
say.
an 18-year-old.
I believe he said 18.
I said 18, baby.
Let's not put
Legal.
words in people's mouths.
Yeah,
I
like
was
it
I was
legal.
looking. I was in Alabama on my phone. Yeah.
Right.
I like
It's
it legal.
okay. Yeah.
But it is weird. Like they have a weird, I don't know. Like I've had stuff taken down a lot, and it's like, all right, okay, I understand. But then you go on your For You page, and it really is like it looks like 16-year-olds dancing without a bra on. You're
Well,
like, wait a minute, I
As
don't
long
understand.
as you don't say any words that are fun.
Right.
You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want with your body.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Just start dancing.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. Just get some big jugs and dance while whatever you do your thing, and it'll override.
Does
know,
it goes a
It'll
long way.
override the algorithm. Yeah.
Yeah, it does go a long way.
It is funny that you get into it because you're like, man, I love writing well-crafted jokes. And then eventually you're just like talking to your phone, being like, what's up with McDonald's? It always gives me diarrhea.
Yeah.
Crushes.
Yeah.
I see some people. Yeah, they go right to the camera, and there's a few people that I know. Like they went through like a breakup, and they're like, "Well, I'm gonna go straight for it," and they're talking about their breakup. They like, you should
Jesus.
process it. You should go through that. You do that first
Oh my God.
instead of trying to
There was a comic who live tweeted her mother's death.
really.
Yeah, she was like,
Yeah,
on,
these
on
people
her,
are animals.
she was
bro.
like
These
on her
people are
deathbed, being like, my mother stopped breathing. Nope. And then two seconds later, wait, she's back.
Oh
How
my
many?
God.
She's tweeting
Oh
beep,
my
beep,
God.
beep.
Yeah, how many?
It's a
How many
sickness.
views? How many people were watching?
She's a popular comic. I'm not gonna like drag her name through the mud.
But
Alright.
still,
Yeah.
if I knew the name, I would do it because that's so disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
what is wrong? Like these people. That
But then
would do-
people are
Well,
like,
you know,
this,
the
is,
thing is, the
this
trick-
is how I process.
Here's
This
what
makes
you-
me feel less alone.
Here's what you do
This
now.
is-
Now you can tour
No.
with your dead mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sell out theater.
become a dead
Well,
mom
theaters-
comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people have done that,
Yeah.
pivoted. That's a whole thing. I'm grieving. You're like everyone grieves. Just stop. Oh, it's so annoying. just silently suffer, please, like everybody else, right?
I guess. I mean, comedy's all just about.
It's very Long Island attitude.
Staten
but
Island.
Staten
you
Island.
piece of shit.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Jersey.
Jersey. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like saying, where are you from? Staten Island, and then you'd be like, whoa, come on. Where in Jersey are you from, by the way?
Union County.
I don't even know where that is.
It's where the
Okay.
unions are.
Oh,
There you
all right,
go.
real teamster.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
anyway, it's a real East Coast attitude that you have
I agree. Yeah, I
towards
guess.
just to like bottle it in.
It's not even bottle. Like, tell your friends. You don't have to go to Instagram and TikTok and Twitter just to be like, this is what sadness. This is so real. You're like, it's not. You have a camera in front of your face. Like, it's not real.
That's what. Whenever I see those face things, I just picture them in the room alone doing the face thing,
Yeah,
and you're
the
like,
soft
oh, you're
glow.
a person that does this all day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real sickness, but it gets those views, baby. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
man. I mean, at a certain point, you want to have a career. It's not like your mom's not coming back. You know,
That's
So you
true. You're
you
right.
might as well fucking monetize it.
You're right. Let's let the memory of my
Those
mother
were
go
her.
to waste.
Yeah, those were her
Yeah.
mother's last words.
Yeah.
You better monetize this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go
She
viral,
was
baby.
go live.
I have
Go viral for mommy.
She went dead, so you could go live.
I have nothing to leave
You know?
you, so this is the best I
beautiful.
can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put this on a paywall, behind a paywall. If you want to see my mom die.
Well, are your guys' parents still alive?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's why I'm broke.
So?
That's why I have no career.
I'm to say, wait a couple years. You guys
Yeah,
got some
man.
money coming in.
I'm waiting for
Yeah.
that big dead mom pop
Yeah,
for my
dead-
career.
Dead mom pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good name for like a band.
Yeah.
You know what? That started happening. Like Louis had kids, and I remember people used to say like, "Man, Louis got the edge because he talks about his kids, and nobody else had kids."
Yeah.
And then you'd see like Hack Your Comics just be like, I have a kid, and you could tell that in their eyes they were like, now I'm gonna be the guy that talks about kids. It's like, no, it's just you're just not a great comic to begin
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Although people thought that was what you do. It's like, oh, if you want to be edgy, you talk about hating your kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, the whole point was that it's just he was good at comedy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
well.
jeez, hot take.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I was having fun, and then Louis comes up, and here comes all the praise.
Right.
Oh boy. I mean, we are in Bushwick, aren't we?
We are in Bushwick. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I don't live here.
Okay. All right, Louis. He was a man. That's my hot take.
I was looking at rooms the other day, like
Uh-huh.
because I'm moving. I mean, or whatever. So I saw a room, and then a guy's got a poster, and it looked familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at it. He was like, "Yeah, not everybody likes him, but he's my guy." And I was like, "Who is that?" He was like, "That's Chris Brown."
Wow. Not everybody likes him.
It's so ballsy. Just like, why didn't people like him? It's like, oh, he beat the shit out of Rihanna, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, that's it. That's all. That's
Yeah.
all you gotta
Meanwhile,
do these days?
we had that park show where a comic almost got stabbed over Chris Brown.
Yeah. I mean, not because I think he got into a fight with a guy who said he liked Chris Brown because he told him to suck his dick in front of a bunch of people, and
Yeah.
people from the hood don't love that.
Yeah, that was not
Yeah.
was not a.
Who was the? See, you don't want to name
No,
names.
Yodoya's on. He posted the clip. Yodoya's on stage.
Uh-huh.
He starts talking about how Chris Brown's a piece of shit.
Right.
And he's like, who cares? And some guy's like, man, I fucking love Chris Brown.
And Yodoy was like,
and then Yodoy was-
actually.
Yodoy was like, "Why don't you suck my dick?"
Oh, wow.
But it was a callback from another dick sucking joke.
It was about how he wasn't getting his dick sucked.
Yeah. So it worked as a joke because it was a callback to
Sure.
another thing. So we got a big pop, and all of a sudden the hood guy's like, some guy's telling me to suck
You got a big
his
problem.
dick.
He's just running from the top
And
of the stairs.
not only that,
Oh,
but
wow,
but
that's
there's
so
there's
exciting.
like over 100 people like cackling at him.
Yeah, now he's humiliated.
And
You don't
yeah,
want to
and he
humiliate
wasn't
a gang
having
member.
that. Yeah. So we said he just got out of Rikers, and he was totally willing to go back and started charging the stage.
And when they
Yeah.
tell you that, you listen.
But it was good because I was the security, so I would have stopped it if
Absolutely.
anything happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Here comes
yeah.
Dan.
Yeah.
Oh shit, is that Dan? Fuck
Yeah.
it. I'm not. Oh man, I don't want to deal with
Well,
that.
I've
I
never
want to tangle
seen
with this guy.
I've never seen a knife go through one and into the intended person before.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like he was a ghost.
Yeah, paper thin Dan,
Yeah.
as they call you.
So how did that like stop? The guy was like,
I'm
gonna.
we shot him.
Oh, you
Believe it or
killed-
not,
oh,
he
that's
actually ended
good.
up sucking Yodoy's dick.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so.
Yeah,
It-
great clip. It did well on
It
TikTok.
had been
Yeah.
so long that he just came instantly. So
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it would barely put a hiccup in the show. We were
Yeah.
just like, oh, that's great. That this kind of resolved itself.
Yeah.
It is nice.
And
Yeah.
they're still together to this
Yeah,
day.
he sucked Yodoy's
Love-
dick,
love
and it
it.
turns out
Happy
that's
endings.
illegal in the park, and he went back to Rikers. So,
Wow.
yeah,
See,
yeah,
we all learned.
he did.
We all
kill
learned
it.
a
criminal
lesson.
justice system is messed up. You
Yeah.
know.
It worked in this case, I believe. Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
No guns were involved. So,
Thank
that's
God
good.
for that.
so this is a scam podcast. I don't know. Should
the-
we
for
should
the-
we eventually
for
bring
the
up
most part.
for the most
Scam.
part? Yeah.
Scams or being wronged, wronging people. Any tales of
Scumbaggery.
scumbaggery. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great way to put
Ooh,
it.
we should have called the podcast that.
Scumbaggery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about stuff that I've done. I'm a pretty good guy, so I don't really think of things that I've done. But
We take it both ways.
I've had some stuff. I thought it was funny when you sent me the prompts.
Yeah.
Comics have come in here and been like,
I did a bringer.
Yeah. I did a bringer, or other comments have been like, one time I got a sketchy phone call and I hung up.
wow.
Yeah, and you're
Scary
like,
stuff.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, that's also tell me more about this thing that happens to me 3 times a day.
It's so funny that they came
Yeah.
in here. And there was another one that's like, you can't say that you don't have a scam, or come in here and say you have a scam and don't have a scam,
Yeah.
and pretend that's the scam.
The scam is I didn't bring a scam. It's like, yeah, all right. I mean, Everybody does that.
Oh, man. I
Yeah.
hope not. That's horrible. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
funny. They're just like, huh?
Yeah.
You've been got. And everyone's like, oh,
Right.
this sucks.
Yeah, and then other people come in. They're like, I stole $4,000 from my high school
There we go.
football team, and you're like, well, that's great. Yeah.
I guess we have to worry about statute of limitation on this podcast, right?
I don't think so. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Number one, it doesn't have to be crime.
Um,
And number two,
Also, if a podcast happens in the forest and no one's there to listen to
Download?
it, yeah,
Yeah.
download it. Yeah, download it.
to like,
Does-
share,
do the statute
subscribe,
of
like, share,
limitation-
You never
repost,
know.
Yeah.
invite friends.
Yeah, yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
I was thinking of stuff that I've done, and it's like I can't think of too many things, but I have one vivid memory. My first year of college, me and a group of people went to buy weed. I was dorming in Manhattan, so I'm from Staten Island, but I was like,
Where'd you go
dorming-
to school?
Marymount, Manhattan.
All right.
Okay, is that all right, Dan?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're like, let's go. Yeah, I guess that's good. I hope I'm just making sure that's good. And then, so we were looking for weed. I was like getting high a lot. I had no identity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like 17. I started wearing Bob Marley T-shirts. And I'm like,
That's
maybe this is
fucking
who I am.
hilarious. Did you
Yeah.
talk about that on stage?
No.
The guy from Staten Island wearing a Bob Marley T-shirt.
It was.
Yeah.
I
You
was
had
just
like one of the fake dreadlock hats that you just
had long hair.
You had to take it off because your dad will beat the shit out
Did
of you
you
if
want?
you come home with
Did you?
dreadlocks.
Did you want dreadlocks? Were you like that into it?
No. I wasn't. I thank God this happened because it
Yeah.
set me straight. Because
Yeah.
if not, then I could have been. It could have been like dreads, hacky sack,
Yeah.
a lot of patchouli, and
Yeah.
don't want that. That's not a good guy. But so we all, it's like 4 of us, and we're going down to the West Village. The guy's like, "Hey man, you want that G13 White Widow?" And I'm like, I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Anytime someone says like G13, that's like a stock line, you know. So like, all right, yeah.
Sorry. So you're not turned off by the name. It just sounds like someone's
It's
like
fake.
blueberry Kush, purple haze.
Yeah,
You're like these are
yeah.
just fucking
White Widow.
You Google weed, and
Yeah.
you're like, this is what I'm selling.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like it's like how do I get these white kids
Yeah.
money?
Yeah.
And I was wearing a Bob Marley T-shirt. I shouldn't have been wearing a Bob Marley. I like Bob Marley, but not enough to be wearing. I like 2 of his songs.
And it's
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a T-shirt with a giant picture of his face.
Yeah, it's black, and it's like, hey, I'm not asking for it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to victim blame myself. I was
Yeah.
asking to be
Yeah.
had. And so basically, he's like, all right, man, what do you guys want? We're like an eighth. He's like $50, so we all give like I don't know, $20. No, I think that was a lot more, like a quarter. So it was, I don't know, like a couple hundred. So we all put up like 50 each. And then this guy was like, all right, so this is what we're going to do. You give me the money. I was like, no, that's, fuck, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
It's just in hindsight. So you give me the money first. And they're like, okay.
He goes, "Hey, Bob Marley, this is what we're doing."
Yeah,
You're
they-
like, "Oh fuck."
No, he's like, cool shirt. I'm like, oh, thanks. You're black. So I think you'd like this.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
We're
look-
brothers now because of the shirt. He
Yeah.
would never rip me off.
You say,
Is
thank
everything
you,
Irie?
Thank you,
Is every-
brother.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, you got a brother.
Yeah,
Hey,
like,
man.
wow. Yeah, you would never hurt me. And then he's like, all right, so then you meet us in the deli. You meet me in the deli. You meet me in the back, and then I'll have the weed for you. I'm like, all right, cool. So we give him the money. He's like, wait for me. We wait like 10 minutes, and we go back, and I guess there was an exit, and he just like
Yeah.
dipped, and we were like, yeah, that's about right. West
Yeah.
4th Street, wearing a bob. I felt like such an asshole because I was.
Yeah.
You know, like
Did you like automatically take that shirt off and buy NYPD police? So that was the.
I never wore
You're
that
like,
shirt
I've changed
again.
my changed my minds
Changed
about the
my-
Rastas.
Yeah, exactly. I
They're
don't-
dishonest people.
I'm more of a law and order guy now. All
Yeah.
right, someone needs to clean up these streets.
Yeah.
You're wearing like a Giuliani t-shirt?
Yeah.
4 more years.
He
Yeah,
was
no, I-
America's mayor, buddy.
yeah,
Yeah.
please, here's another one. If a chimp was a mayor during 9/11, that fucking chimp's face would be everywhere. I'd be like, this chimp brought us through some hard times, man. You're like, he did nothing. But I was, yes.
So wait, what scared you about it? Just the fury at getting ripped off? You were like, I shouldn't be a Bob Marley guy.
I just it's like, this isn't who I am. Like,
Right.
I'm just like, this isn't, like, how stupid are you? You're like, you're wearing the Bob Marley. You don't really like Bob Marley.
Yeah.
And you're like giving money for weed to a guy you don't really know. And it's like, you had this coming.
Yeah.
And I never wore that shirt again. Every time I put it away, I'd look at it like, you fucking idiot. You fucking piece of shit. Couldn't even, I don't even listen to Bob Marley anymore. I'm just,
Yeah.
it's over. Fuck Bob Marley.
It's not bad. Like if you're at a certain age, it's deep to you. You know what I mean?
no, it
It's
wasn't.
like as
it
deep
wasn't
as your
even-
brain can get. I remember listening to Bob
If you're
Marley and being
17,
like,
you're
yeah, I think it was like 16.
Every little
17.
thing is gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, when one thinks about it, when one reflects,
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like I was enamored with him. It was just like a thing. Like I'm like I get high a
You were
lot.
doing
This is
it
what
'cause
people
you
get high a
thought
lot.
you were. That's
Oh,
what-
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like an image thing. You're like,
Did you keep smoking weed though?
if not for too much longer.
So you were
Really?
trying to be.
Yeah.
So you were trying to be a drug guy.
I guess, yeah. And I was
Yeah.
just trying to be super chill, and that's what happens when you're chill, folks. You get ripped off,
Yeah.
all right? You get taken advantage of.
Right.
Yeah. So then that was a lonely train ride back, and it's like I can't believe I'm like, yeah, I should have seen this coming. So you're from Staten Island,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But you're high, You're just like,
Yeah.
oh no, everything. Trust people.
And you're with
Mistake.
your friends.
Yeah.
and
Well,
they're-
friends.
You're
yeah.
like, guys, we're not racist. This guy's not gonna fucking
Oh, no,
take
see,
our
yeah.
money.
No, his blackness. Okay, yeah, I mean, that didn't really come into it, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. It
You
wasn't
think a
like, oh,
white
he's
guy
black.
is like, give me $100, I'll be right back with your money.
I'm
You'd be
sure
like,
it's happened.
certainly.
Why, yes, all right. Yeah, I trust you. Why? I don't know why.
I don't know why. I just feel good around
It's
you.
an
Yeah, no.
implicit feeling of goodness that you give me.
Probably
Right.
he also had a Bob Marley shirt on.
Yeah,
you guys trying to find each other?
Yeah, it'd be like a Che Guevara one. Yeah, just like all that. That's just a waste.
Well, it's also because you can see
What's
that.
other hippie gear that people would
Grateful Dead
yeah.
shirt, tie dye.
Led Zeppelin tour shirt that
Oh,
they
yeah.
just fucking sell at Hot Topic, and it's Beatles Abbey Road shirt.
That's
right?
the one.
Like the
That's
kid in
one.
high school who's like wants to let people know. I got into the Beatles actually, and it's like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you're
they're the
a herb.
biggest band ever.
Do you think they actually any of those artists have the foresight to be like how fucking like the corny ass fucking kids that are just gonna be walking around with those shirts on trying to take on that identity?
No,
Like Bob Marley's like this is eventually gonna annoy people.
No, I think that. I mean,
I think that guy was just really high.
yeah.
Yeah, he was high and writing songs about like being happy. What a loser.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, but I mean,
No, I'm kidding. Let's not besmirch the good name of
I know.
Bob Marley.
Is he here right now? You were like afraid of him?
In
no,
spirit.
in terms of like, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't want to get back Bob Marley
Bad
backlash?
juju.
No,
You're gonna get
yeah.
bad juju.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Next time
ne-
you
I'll
buy
ne-
weed in the streets, you're like, we heard what you said about Bob.
I'll never enjoy getting high again. I
Yeah.
get cursed
Yeah,
because
that's
every
it.
time I smoke it.
You just think about Bob's.
Yeah, imagine if Bob was not only a spirit and a ghost with powers, but a vindictive one after all the songs he wrote.
And he's like, I learned.
Yeah.
The other side teaches you some shit.
I remember
Right.
hearing all these weird facts about Bob Marley because he smoked like that you could smoke his hair and get high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who told you that's? Where did you get that from?
I don't know, a friend.
A friend told you that?
Yeah.
And you were like, whoa, all right. Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
You know, the guy in the Hot Topic.
You never heard
basically.
that? I heard all this shit about contact highs. They were like, if I take acid and I sweat and I touch you,
Oh yeah.
it goes from my skin to your skin, and now you're tripping.
Yeah.
and they're like,
It's
that's
what are you, a fucking frog? Like, what do you? Is that? No, man, that's not how this works. This isn't fucking South America. You're not licking a frog.
I'm high on acid. Don't lick me.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
I was so broke. I was
Oh, really? I wanted to lick you.
just at concerts licking everybody. Like, what are you doing? It's like, listen, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just got
just-
laid off.
Just find someone passed out and lick them.
yeah.
Hope for the best.
Right.
Passed out and lick them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Acid. That was. Yeah, we did that a couple of times. That was fun. But yeah, that's. You ever have synesthesia? You know what that is?
Synesthesia.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
It's where you, I don't know. It's when your senses. Do you know what that is?
It's when you can't pronounce stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, it's called synesthesia.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Synesthesia.
Synesthesia. What
Yeah.
the fuck it is? I'm high on acid. I'm having
Yeah.
a flashback.
It's when your senses cross over, so you feel like you can see color. Or
Oh no,
That's
you
the-
did it.
that's the-
Don't
it's-
do acid.
It feels like you can hear sounds and see colors and taste flavors.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
It's called being human.
Yeah.
No, it's when things get mixed. So like I heard Purple
Yeah.
one time, and that was pretty cool.
Do you play music at all?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. But I imagine that's probably pretty fun.
What did purple sound like?
It's like. It's not. It's like you hear something and everything turned purple. Like it hit a certain note.
Oh, okay, all right.
So like I hit. So I was listening to music and it hit a certain note and everything like washed. with
I
purple.
thought it was like, hey, what's up, Peter? I'm purple.
Yeah, and you're like, that's purple.
What's going on? He's like, I know that voice. You're black.
He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It was up,
Not
Peter.
Purple. Yeah.
It's me, Purple. You got $20 by any chance?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I'm going to the bodega.
So here's the deal.
I trust you.
Yeah, I'm purple. Yeah, you give me $50, meet me back in 10 minutes.
I'm like, I
Man,
know
don't
this.
trust purple.
Right.
Yeah.
Could be any color.
Yeah. Not just purple.
Could be any color.
Could be yellow.
Whoa,
I mean,
come
honestly.
on. Come
Whoa.
on.
Come on.
Yellow never hurt nobody.
Green.
Yeah.
Stop yellow hate.
Yeah,
People are
yellow.
marching in the streets.
Yellow's got it. They got it down. I like yellow.
Yeah.
Listen, you heard it here, folks.
You like the color yellow.
I like yellow. I like purple. I like it all.
Yeah.
I guess what least favorite color? I don't know. Brown's pretty gross.
Once-
Oh no, that's not good. I mean, brown's great. I
Yeah.
love all brown things
Yeah.
except shit.
Yeah. My shit's blue actually, so
Oh fuck, that's awesome.
yeah, it's great.
That's so sick.
I eat a lot of dye,
That's
but-
fucking racist, man.
which is actually it's a lot of work for me to eat dye so that my shit comes out blue. But
Yeah.
you know,
It's the price of having woke poop.
well, it does impress the ladies. So
Oh, is that blue? Yeah.
Hey, want to see me?
Yeah.
Hey, want to see me shit? No, don't worry. You're gonna love this.
Just, I know.
It's blue.
You've been hurt before, but just wait a minute.
This is the first time someone tricked me with the promise of blue poop. It's always brown.
and then it works, and the girl is just like, "Do you just eat blue dye all day?" And you're like, "Yeah, fuck. I thought that would be cooler."
They
She's
can
like-
never reveal my secrets.
Plus, my bed sheets are ruined.
Yeah, I guess I'll fuck you.
Blue shit. I guess it would be. It'd be a little bit better, I guess.
Come on, it would be great. I mean, they take pills. Don't people?
They
What
take
the fuck are we
pills?
talking about right now? I don't know.
There were pills that you could insert in your pussy so that there would be like organic glitter, so that your pussy would like be like golden glittery.
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah, man, I don't
Christmas
need
is
that.
coming. I know what I'm getting my
your mom.
fiance. My
Well,
mom.
hey, you gotta
Mom,
you gotta
little
paint-
plan down there.
you gotta paint your dick green and then decorate the tree.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Wow. When
Yeah.
you really think about it.
Yeah. If you want, I could take photos, make a little Christmas card,
Mm-hmm.
and send it to your family
What's your rate?
and friends.
What's your
Give me a friend's rate. Give me a discount.
Oh no, that's a the first 9 are free.
That's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like a little punch card I have.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so crazy.
Like
They-
coffee.
They have glitter for
I
your vagina.
I think I might be making it up.
It
That
doesn't
might have
seem-
been a
it seems
dream.
so
But
real.
do-
Yeah, you're right. A fever dream.
Do you
That might be a patent pending I have.
we get so much information just shot in your brain at all
Sure.
times that I don't know what's real or what I hallucinated
Right.
from day to day.
Well, most people don't have that. I would check that out.
No,
I would go.
I
And,
think it's fine.
No,
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
think it's-
I have
I
a
think
break
it's
from
all good.
reality.
It might be a you
know.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never
But-
get that. You're never like, that guy's still alive. All right, I guess.
Yeah, but
You go home, see your roommate. This guy's still fucking here. I guess that must have been a dream.
been a fever dream.
I gotta lay off the coffee. Drink
Yeah.
a lot of coffee.
Do you?
I do drink a lot of coffee. Yeah.
What's too much? 7 cups?
I don't know what the number is. Too much is when like I feel, you know how you have too
Yeah.
much caffeine, you feel like shit.
Yeah.
You feel it pounding out of your
I
heart
feel like
pounding out of your chest.
I like there's no like I'm super awake. I can't do anything, and I just have to lie down
you just gotta wait for it
and
to
just
be
wait
over.
for it to pass because
Yeah.
I'm too jittery or my mind's bouncing up and down
Yeah,
so
that's-
much that I can't that I'm like paralyzed by it.
You're not. It's not a big number that I've got. You know, like I'll have like 3 cups of coffee a day. You know.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like an obscene amount of
Right.
caffeine to be, taken
What
in.
are you at? What's your standard?
1.
That's it.
And I make it last the whole. I take a little sips.
How do you stop?
You know, you're like a
little
really
sips.
balanced guy. You know that?
Yeah. I got a lot of good chi.
You're like in a You're
You
like
really
in a healthy
actually-
relationship.
You really did get your shit
Allegedly.
together after that Bob Marley incident.
It did
actually.
help. I swear to God, I was on a bad path. I don't know. And I thank God every day that whatever his name was came into my life and took $50 from me because I would just be still like, oh, everything's groovy. Everything's so chill.
Well,
so annoying.
good news is we brought him in here today to say hello. Yeah.
He's probably dead.
Yeah, I was just
There's
kidding.
no doubt
We were
about that
just saying
guy's
that,
dead.
You're buying. The guy's got like 3 needles sticking out of his
Yeah.
arm. He's like, "You guys need drugs." You're like, "I feel like this
Yeah.
guy would know, though."
Yeah.
We didn't say he wasn't dead. We just said he was here.
Yeah,
That's
so,
nice. He
yeah.
and Bob
Exactly.
Marley hanging
Yeah.
out.
Roll him in.
We helped that boy. Thank
Right.
God.
You a big drug guy?
No.
Cool.
No. I'm done with that. I did it for a little while and it was fun. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. I took a little bit of mushrooms like during the summer, and that's like enough. Like it was like just a little bit, and I don't know. I don't really do drugs. I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
acid, mushrooms, coke.
Yeah.
All that
What
shit.
was your last mushroom revelation? Like,
There
what was it?
that you can only trip so many times where you're like, this is just a waste. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, you keep exploring the inner space. It's like I know what it looks like. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
what's,
Okay.
what's
Yeah.
it look like?
You get the message.
Can you walk us through it? What's it look like for
Oh,
you?
there you go.
Nothing's permanent. All that
my sick
stuff.
mom's in that corner. There you go. Everything goes away. at
My
the
sick
end.
mom.
Yeah.
She's healthy, babe.
Nothing
She is
happens.
She's a fucking thoroughbred. Maureen is. God damn it, real Clydesdale.
Felt like I just insulted you right there.
In a way, yeah, but she's healthy, man.
Yeah.
By
She's gonna
talking
be-
about his mother in
she's
the
never
hospital?
gonna be sick. Yeah,
In his
is that a hot
mind.
button issue
In
for
his
you?
mind. Yeah.
Did I
Yeah.
offend you?
Yeah.
No, there's no mushroom revelation. There comes a point where you're like, you
No, you get it. You take it. You're like, I'm never gonna die. I'm immortal. I'm better than everyone. Everyone should bow to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And,
then
you're
you
like, I am my own god. And then
Yeah.
you try to fly. You break your legs. You
Yeah.
know, it's a tale as old as time.
And then you what?
You break your legs.
Yeah.
You try to fly.
What was the last part?
Tale as old as time.
A tale as old as time.
Beauty and the
Okay.
Beast.
Oh, I see.
A movie about a woman trying to fuck a yak.
Yeah.
I like watching you sum up a sentence from the end to the beginning, which was fun.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And I work backwards.
Yeah.
I'm an artist. Reverse engineer conversations.
Oh,
baby.
yeah?
That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys still do mushrooms and stuff?
I've never done mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan doesn't do any drugs.
I'm
really.
kind of like, yeah.
So
I
you
smoke
get it.
I smoke. I don't because I never done it.
Yeah, but you know,
I used to do a lot
What
of.
was that?
I don't know. You don't do it for a reason. There's a window that passes. You're like, there was a time.
I agree. And
you're like, I'm
But
good.
the thing is, having never done it, I
You-
do regret having never done it.
You should
but
just do
what
it.
am I gonna do now?
you're
Be a
in-
guy?
You're in no position to agree.
In your 50s doing drugs? No, man. You don't want to do that.
Thanks,
you
man.
don't you don't know. You look good.
Yeah.
I don't know how old you are, but not 50, right?
No,
Right.
no, no.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm
that's-
60. Thank you. Yeah,
Keep it
yeah.
up,
The
baby.
key? No acid.
No
Yeah,
acid,
That's what
no
my doctor
acid.
said. Yeah.
no synesthesia.
Yeah. Stay hydrated and away from acid.
All right, yeah. Well, that's I don't know. I don't know if I would do acid again. Acid's that's like 12 hours. It's a long, long time. And you're just like, I am on acid a lot. And you have like a day. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Can't do acid anymore.
I did it in college, and I did it, in various places afterwards. But then, since then, I've been living in cities. We used to live in Berlin. I used to take acid in Berlin now and then, and it's just like very stressful in a city because you make eye contact with a shitload of people throughout the day.
Hell yeah.
And it just freaks you out. Also, I lived in like not the best neighborhood, and I was like, every person here is going to strangle me in Neukölln.
Yeah, it's not a good place to have
You
a
want
trip.
you want to be away from people, somewhere you can blast music and you're not going to get in trouble. Like, or neighbors, you're not
That
going
is
to have to
pretty
talk
good.
to the cops or the neighbors. You just want to fucking have some food, music, and I don't know. It could be fun, but to your point, what you were saying before is, I feel like there's the binary of like on drugs, not on psychedelics, and when you're on psychedelics, you're like, oh, okay, colors can get heightened, and I'm hypersensitive, and you can have all these thoughts about
Mhm.
connection and whatever. But then you do it again, and you're like, oh, it's just the same thoughts
just
about
the-
connection. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, actually, what I do affects other people. Yeah. And
Well,
then
some of us don't need to take
you
acid
just
to
fucking
get
sit
there.
You just sit there eating it over and over. Like, I know a bunch of trip heads who are like still trip heads, and they're just like addicted to like fucking taking it and being like, I get it. And it's like, no, you're just addicted to feeling like you get it, but you're not really taking away the lessons from this that you should.
And also, you're not changing anything in your life. Like, I thought, like
Right.
the best thing is, or what I hear is the best thing is that you take it, you have revelation, then you're able to make a change in your life that is for the better that you weren't seeing before.
Yeah, that's what Kyle Rittenhouse said that, right?
Who?
Kyle,
Whoa. It's having a nice time, and you bring up that young man.
the Kenosha shooter.
Yeah, so that was Santiago.
Oh,
trying-
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that old guy.
I didn't hear. You said it in one word. It was a
Yeah.
blur. Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse, yeah.
Yeah. He's on next week, by the way. I booked him.
Oh, yeah?
exciting.
Yeah.
You got him? Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have any good acid stories? You don't even
He's
bring
got
it up.
one.
He's on the
He's got
podcast.
one
Any
crazy
stories?
What's going on?
So,
right
any
now?
stories about how you did anyone wrong or anyone
Yeah.
did you wrong that
Right.
you want to share?
It's like, nope. I stood my ground. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
Yeah.
that's that.
That's it.
Brings a gun with him.
yeah.
Maybe.
I point a Glock in his face. Yeah,
Check
I was
it
like,
out.
My bad.
No, I had a friend like that who would take a lot of acid too. And
Oh,
it's
I
like,
thought
yeah,
you meant who shot
who
people
shot
at
people?
a protest. Yeah.
No.
Wait, do
I
people
wouldn't
in
do that.
Staten Island have guns? It's hard. It's still New York. It's
That's
hard to
right.
get a gun.
No,
right?
yeah, there are laws.
Yeah.
It's still in the city of New York. So yeah, having guns is frowned upon.
Well,
In
sure.
Staten Island still?
Yeah.
You would think that it would be a little bit loose.
Why?
Because they seem a little bit more conservative.
Well, they got to hunt.
Yeah.
You know, they got to
Hunt?
hunt. Yeah, you got
Where are we hunting?
Well, I mean, minorities.
Wow, this is a cool podcast. All right, cool. All right, I wasn't sure. I didn't know I could speak my mind,
you
but
can
now,
say whatever you want.
all right. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's all we do instead is hunt minorities.
yeah.
You know
Welcome.
it.
We're on
got
Compound
me
Media,
pegged.
by the way. That's
Yeah.
what we're. Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's
It's a
what we're doing.
big
We just
get.
got
It's
signed.
a big get. Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Kumia.
Yeah.
No hunting. But there no guns, but hey, we like minorities.
I
Yeah.
see it. No. Okay.
Do you-
the
does it
joke is that
bother
we
you-
see it as a more like it's where conservative people from New York
It's
hang
all
out.
still New
where
York,
you get
though.
like Italian,
Yeah.
where you but it doesn't. But you get like the old school Italian who's like Republican.
Sure.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
mean that
And there's
it's-
enough of those people in Staten Island where it's actually constituency.
No,
Where
dude,
you would think when you would go there, that would be a thing that they would be
But it
gun
still
owners.
falls under the municipality of New York City.
Yeah, in New York City, it's hard to get a gun. That's it. It's like very,
almost
very hard.
impossible to legally. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
I'm
so
sure
you
there's
would get-
mobsters on Staten Island. Yeah, they have guns.
Or not
but
even
they're not
mobsters,
flashing.
just people who have them, who get them illegally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know
Yeah.
one guy who has an AR-15.
Yeah.
And he showed it to me and was like, why do you have this? I don't know. He's like, I bought all these things and like on the internet, you can buy
He's
it.
like, I got to defend my house. He's got a
Basically, yeah.
bazooka and a tank.
I know, it's a Gatling
There
gun.
was an illegal
Like, what
gun in my parents' house for like 20 years, and we didn't even realize
Nice.
it was illegal.
Really?
My
it a
uncle,
musket?
no, yeah, my uncle died,
Yeah.
and he owned a strip club,
Oh.
and
I like him.
there were some,
I
there were
like
a
him
couple,
already.
there were a
Two
couple,
things going for him.
yeah, there were a couple shootings in the strip club.
Yeah.
And then, like he bought a gun to protect him, and he was a big James. He bought like it was really cool. It's like a James Bond gun.
Yeah.
So it was like the Walter PPK gun.
Imagine
Oh,
being
okay.
such a
And-
child that you get a gun to protect yourself, and you're like, but I want the one from the movie.
Yeah, that's what he was.
I want the
that's
one
what he
that-
was like.
That guy gets a lot of pussy, so maybe if I get this gun, I'll,
platinum.
I'll get a lot
That
of
is,
pussy.
I'm sure
Of
that's
the golden
exact-
PP7,
I'm sure
right?
that's exactly.
PPK.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what he thought.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, when he died, my parents were like, "Oh, we got his. Let's take his stuff and bring it to the house." And then
Yeah.
they realized that you need to have that registered.
For
and,
sure, yeah.
and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
so, I think then it's like in a safety deposit box.
Think anyone's ever
Somewhere
like
at a
putting a
bank.
gun to their head, and they're like, "Is this registered?" I
Or
don't get
you-
anyone in trouble
you don't do
here.
anything illegal.
Yeah.
This feels weird.
Committing suicide is illegal, I think.
No.
That's the only thing stopping me.
Yeah, I don't know if it is.
I'm a
For
law-abiding
sure it is.
citizen.
For sure it is.
They don't go
Yeah.
to jail after they try to commit suicide.
They go to psych wards, mandatory.
Yeah, but that's not.
I
Is
think
it
it's,
against the law to kill yourself?
I think it totally is.
Big government.
Yeah, man.
Fucking
You think
horseshit.
You own your body? What do you
Yeah.
think? There's no way.
Meanwhile, the penalty, death penalty.
Oh, that would be great.
Everyone wins.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, we get to do it. And you're like,
They're like,
okay.
well, as long as we can make it more bureaucratic, as
Yeah,
long
I
as we
know.
can get some paperwork in there and spend some taxpayer money, we're
Listen,
all right.
We're fine with you dying. We need some middlemen here.
We need our
okay?
cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
stealing.
know.
Every time you kill yourself, you're stealing from the government because they want to get their cut. They want to get their little taste.
little take, yeah,
Yeah.
give daddy a little taste.
Yeah.
before you
Yeah.
come off yourself.
yeah. I mean, this poison is about to expire, so we got to use it. Yeah.
Right.
Use it or lose it.
Do you get? Are you like annoyed by being pigeonholed as like a Staten Island guy and people think they know who you are?
I think you'd see if you rephrase that any other way. If you were like about like someone else's like
Like
identity,
anybody else?
but like yeah, of course it's annoying because people from like especially doing comedy, like people who are fucking from Iowa are like, ugh, Staten Island. You're like, you grew up near corn. Like, where do you get the balls big enough to fucking start talking shit about a place you've never been to? And like, you just saw water. Like, you saw like a body of water like the other day, and you're acting like you're better than
Right. It's
Staten
also
Island.
it's
It makes
also
me sick.
you moved here from Iowa and then you're like, who are the people we fucking pick on
Yeah,
here?
you're like,
oh, the
oh,
one.
Oh, that's it. That's how we, that's how we
that's
make
right.
ourselves
They do
feel
it to blend in with Manhattan, I guess. Yeah.
That's
Well,
I have a
it's-
theory though, like about that. Like people are like, "Oh, Manhattan, New Yorkers are rude." I'm like, I don't think New Yorkers are rude.
Yeah.
I think that people come here with that preconceived notion. They come here, they act real shitty,
Yeah.
and then some fucking new guy who came in instead of 3 weeks ago came in like a week ago.
Yeah.
Meets the 3 week guy. The 3 week guy's mad rude. And the guy's like, "Oh man, you're right. It's so rude here." It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no, just New
Oh, it's
Yorkers
just
are
people
very
who
nice.
don't know what they're doing
They don't
getting
know
mad
what
at
they're
each
People
other.
who
Yeah.
moved here to be dicks because
Yeah.
they're like, everybody here's a dick,
But
so I'm
then-
trying to fit in, so I'm gonna be a dick.
But those people who don't know what they're doing also get in the way of the people who they're also annoying to everyone.
Yes.
Because everything gets held up then. So,
I agree. Yeah.
So it's an idiot that doesn't know not to walk down a staircase slow staring at a cell phone. Then a New Yorker is going to get mad at that and also be rude.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a bad rap. I don't think New Yorkers are rude. I think they're mostly decent, and then they get these fucking animals from all over
Yeah.
Iowa, Nebraska, especially here in Bushwick. You're like, these people.
Well, you heard it
what the fuck's
here.
going
That
on?
that
First,
is-
folks, people from Iowa are animals.
They're animals.
That
Yeah.
that is very funny. Just you grow up in a suburb in Florida, and then you just move to the city, and then you're like, these fucking New Jersey.
Yeah, I know. We're trash
I
over
thi-
there.
I
It's like
think-
you're
I
fucking
think
like,
people-
you're from fucking Florida.
I think people from at least comics that
Yeah.
we do. If you're from Florida, you have 10 minutes on Florida
Yeah, what a
about how you
great-
got married by a gator,
Right.
and then you had to had a kid and then shot it or something.
I
It's
love
like
anybody
weird.
that it's just your thing, and then you have a ready-made act where you just talk about the thing that you are. That's great.
I agree.
I should be more Latino. I should be a Latino. I should talk about how
I'm always saying that.
my mom has a fucking accent.
Does she?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Both my parents have accents.
That's what's missing, babe. You need to be like
fled Colombia.
Yo soy Santiago.
Due to violence.
My whole act is you should hear Santi's mom.
I fucking.
I'm stealing it. Yeah.
I love
Santi's
dancing.
mom.
Latin girls have big asses.
But don't they?
yeah.
Right or wrong? I mean, I don't understand.
They do have big asses.
Where's the lie?
You ever talk to a white girl? I mean, Latinos. I mean, even if they're white, they're like spicy. You know.
Ooh.
Oh, I love when people are like,
Or do you
yeah,
mean picante?
pretty spicy. I mean picante. Yeah,
Sí,
that's right.
sí.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you speak
Sí,
Spanish?
Muy picante. Yeah, I speak Spanish. Yeah,
That's so sick.
it's fine. Yeah, I
You know,
try.
it's cool.
I try not to.
Why?
Who the fuck am I going to speak to here?
Well,
Little
New York
Yeah.
City, quite a bit of
Latinos?
people.
Like, who am I
Oh.
going to speak to? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to speak to this guy in fucking Spanish. Do you speak Italian? You're Italian, right?
I'm half Italian, half Jewish.
Half
Do you,
Jewish.
wait, do you speak
Yeah.
Italian?
No, I speak more Spanish than I do Italian.
Did you take it in high school, or you seem like you dated a Puerto Rican?
My first girlfriend dated a Puerto Rican. No,
got-
my
you-
first
you-
girlfriend was Mexican and Colombian. So
Oh yeah, you have that vibe.
yeah, I'm really chill.
You had a couple years.
I'm open-minded.
You had a couple years with a spicy Latina, and then you retreated
She
back
was-
to your Italian
I
girlfriend.
was like, oh, this is too much. Ay, Dios mío.
muy caliente.
Yeah.
Oh, muy picante. Oh, it burns my
It bu-
tongue.
Yeah, and then I was like, I'm out of here. Yo
Yeah.
soy out of here.
Yeah.
Comprende? And she's like, por qué? I'm like, well, tough shit.
Wow, sounds brutal.
Yeah, well, love them and leave them.
Yeah.
No, she was a sweet girl. She's a lovely lady.
Do you have bad blood with anybody?
Do I have bad
What-
blood? What is this, Katie Couric? Like, what is this shit? Like,
I'm
this is
surprised
guy,
by
do I
this
have bad
question.
blood?
That's
Yeah,
a
do I
weird-
have
that's
bad
confusing.
blood
So-
with anybody?
So
come
on
up-
one
What
hand,
am I in the mafia?
on one hand,
Where's your omerta?
on one hand,
What's going on? You have any vendettas coming up?
Plug your vendettas at the
Yeah,
end. We
plug your
always plug
vendetta.
our vendettas.
Fucking Giancarlo, you scumbag. I'm coming for you, bro. You're a loser. Everyone knows it. Those are my plugs.
Big Paulie, I want my money.
Yeah,
All right, I
yeah.
want my money. I'll be in bananas,
I ask
Poughkeepsie.
nice. Yeah. Next time I'm not going to ask so nice.
Yeah.
right.
No. Do I have any bad blood? No, I don't have any bad blood. Everyone's cool. We love everybody.
I love that because on one hand I'm like, okay, I don't know if this guy just hates being the Staten Island guy, but then your reaction to a lot of questions where it's like it's a podcast where we talk about things that have happened in our life, and you're like, nah, nothing. I got one time some guy ripped me off.
I don't know. I'm not a scumbag. I don't know. I wish I had more stories about me putting stuff over and wounding people.
No one's ever ripped
But,
you off in a way like in the moving that you do.
No, but you get there's nothing you can do. I mean, there's people like, oh, you get to a moving job, and they're like, oh, we have more stuff, and you go, oh, okay, that's going to be more money, and then that's really a bit. I mean,
Do they ever not pay?
No, that's never been stiff. I mean, like I've received no tip, but like, no, then you start breaking shit.
Oh, really?
Bro, yeah, well, come on, bro. I
This is
didn't
what we're
bust my
talking
ass for
about.
8 hours.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Yeah.
never happened. No,
This
I
is what
never
we're
had to do
talking
that.
about. Okay.
I never had
Okay.
to destroy people's things because they didn't pay me. Thank
Can we
God.
talk
but
about
that's on
another
the
guy
table.
that did that?
So I don't know. There's no. I'm trying to think of anyone who's ever done
Okay,
that.
I'm saying, would you start breaking shit if that happens?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Especially because it's all like IKEA stuff. It's very easy to break. too,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Oops.
Whoops.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There goes your little composite wood stool.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh no, my flurm.
Yeah. Not my flurm. Give me the money, or another flurm gets it.
Yeah, that's my last flurm.
That's my only
Have you
flurm.
ever wanted to see your schmald again?
That's, no, I don't know. I have that getting ripped off. I mean, I'm not like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of I was thinking of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. I've lived a pretty blessed life, I guess. I don't know. So have you guys got recently? I don't know.
Yeah, we've never talked about that on this podcast.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. Help me out.
I'm in the middle of a very bad apartment deal, but it's and I think I'm gonna lose my deposit. I moved into a place I can't breathe in it.
Oh, okay. All right. I did remind. All right, yeah,
Yeah.
you told me that, but now that remind. All right, I've got with apartments. I
All
now
right,
remember.
Let's
yeah.
hear a story then.
All right, so I moved into my first place with my girlfriend. We moved in, and like we got there, and like the stairs weren't finished. We're on the 3rd floor, and he's like, "Oh no, we're gonna take care of it. Don't worry, just move in. We're gonna take care of it." It's like, all right, whatever. And we get in there, and it's great. We love it. There's like 2-bedroom, paying $1,400. It's
Wow.
really great. And then we get into this other room with like the 2nd bedroom, and it smells like cat piss.
Yeah.
And it reeks. Like, it just reeks like cat piss. And we're like, what's this? And he's like, oh, it's this. It'll come out. There's no big deal. The last tenant had some cats. We didn't think anything of it. we didn't realize that, because now we got like secondhand information from the neighborhood. They were saying this woman was a crazy cat lady. She had that whole room was just like feral cats pissing.
Yeah.
And the whole time we're just like talking to the landlord, like, we got to do something about this room. He's like,
right.
And he was like a hippie. His name was like Silver.
Yeah.
And, not even joking, brother. His name was Silver. And
Like his born name,
he
where he
have
changed
silver
his
hair?
hair?
his god name. Yeah, he did. He was old and just a hippie named Silver, and he was just like, no, we'll just put some patchouli oil on it. And I'm like, patchouli? It's soaked into the floor. Like, what do you mean?
You need to replace the floorboards.
Yeah, you need to rip that whole thing up. And he's just like, no, just let me get in there. So it was like this whole back and forth. And like, that got real ugly. that was a problem, because we were like, we're going to move out. We're just going to like fuck this guy. And he's like, all right, fine. You can move out. But I'm going to he tried to show the apartment while we were still in there. So he would like come and go while we were. So he came in one time. I was like, I got in his face like, yo, you cannot do this. He's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, you're a 70-year-old man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up. So he got like weird with my girlfriend, and so basically like I had to like chase him out, and it got like super ugly. Luckily, no violence or anything, but it was just that typical I got that time of just.
Did you lose the deposit?
No, he gave me the deposit back.
But you just broke the lease and moved out.
Yeah, the guy was just Bro, you would think a hippie landlord, cool, right? But no,
landlord is cool.
No, I know, right?
Landlord is
They're
cool.
all
And
like,
listen,
The universal
Listen,
scumbags.
I think a lot of people are like, hippie landlord, like, hippies are fucking asshole douchebags anyway. And also, why are you still a hippie?
Right? Yeah,
That was a thing from a long time ago.
Yeah, he had like long.
So there's
silver hair.
there's something wrong with that guy, and a lot of people take on the hippie persona
as a way to
say, hey, I know, like, everyone hated me as a person, so I'll just put on dreadlocks that people think I'm chill.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that sucks so bad. I was like, man, this guy, and nothing happens to these people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just funny too.
No,
like,
it's
like, there's no comeuppance. He just continues to rent out to people who
I'm in the same situation.
Who don't care about the smell of piss.
I'm in the same situation. I moved in this apartment. The hallway reeks of cat piss, and I've got like real bad asthma. It's not real bad. I have asthma and allergies, and it's just like as soon as it got cold and the windows were shut, like I was there for a month and it was fine. As soon as the windows are shut, I was
a
like,
lot of piss.
I can't fucking breathe, and it's just like my chest hurts. So now I'm talking about to the landlord about moving out, and she's like, "Well, you had a 1-year lease. I could let you out of it, but I got to keep the deposit. You know, I gotta show the apartment,
right?
And I paid a fucking broker fee. So I'm just
you
like,
made me do this.
I'm out so much fucking money.
Wait, did you get the broker fee back?
I haven't talked to them yet, but I probably won't.
Bro, I know it's just
because then it's also like, am I gonna go to court for $2,500?
I wonder.
Are you gonna like destroy your life for months and get a lawyer and potentially having to pay their lawyer fees for like $2,500? It sucks, obviously, but it's also like, what do you when I look at what I want to do with my life, I'm like, I don't know, I would like to do comedy and maybe earn a little money, fucking, so that I can keep doing that. Going to court for $2,000 does not appeal to me at all, and they know that, and so then that's why they can just kind of like, it's a little enough amount of money that they can fuck you, and then just churn and bring in the next guy. And then New York City's so big that there's no accountability, and everybody's so desperate all the time looking for housing.
Yeah, the pain is so much more worse to get the money than it actually just to lose the money. Then it's just
say I'm done and move on.
Yeah.
You should fill up the toilet and stuff with like concrete. Really fuck shit up.
I guess.
Do you think this is actually possible for a scam though? Like, let's say that, because that if they're keeping the fee,
I got a story for you.
They're making money off of the apartment.
Yeah.
Like, they made money off of that apartment from you.
Yes.
So do you think it's just easier for them just to keep it in complete disarray and then just take half of the deposit and an entire
they get double
broker
rent
fee?
because they have the rent for December. I'm going to be gone, and then they can fucking rent it out early December, and then they doubled up that month's rent.
Yeah, and then that person moves out.
Yeah, exactly, except for when they get taken. Like, multiple people in my building don't pay rent because they're like in court battles.
It's
with the
almost
landlord.
the same plot of The Producers, where it's like you can make more money with a bad apartment than you can with a good apartment.
I wouldn't advise that.
I would.
To be frank with you, I mean,
I'm not planning anything.
My landlord is also like she's a hunched over old lady who looks like her soul is rotten, and I feel like it's like, dude, if you just she doesn't run the heat, right? It's like, if you just spent $10,000 fixing a couple things in the apartment, you would have a cash cow, and then you would have literally zero stress in your life from this building. But instead, you're fighting with every single tenant. Every time you see anybody in the hallway, they give you the finger.
Oh wow, really?
Is that true?
Yeah. I mean,
I wish you would have known this. There has to be like an app or something that like rapes.
That
like,
didn't
rapes.
They didn't tick you off as you were
An
signing
app
up.
that rapes.
like Uber,
an
but
idea.
for sexual assault on
rape.
the street.
Yeah.
The girl's like, I pressed the wrong app. Oh no! Quick, let me back into the bar.
It's a fee.
Yeah,
you cancel.
exactly.
You cancel. You get a fee.
cancel,
Hurry up!
you
He's
pay
3 minutes.
half.
Away. Hurry!
Yeah.
He's 3 minutes away. Oh no! Wait,
Yeah.
he just canceled.
Yeah.
4 stars, I guess.
There's a skinnier girl 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But yeah, there should be an app though, like where you could, I don't know, see what
There is.
buildings. There has to be,
there-
right?
There are, but
is.
the problem is that it's it's the housing market. The way that it is like you as a tenant or a potential renter, you have no leverage whatsoever. They ask you for your income, your credit score, letter of reference. You can look up the Department of Buildings and HPD, Housing Preservation and Development.
Yeah.
You can look up the history and see any formal complaints that have been made. But like there's like at a certain point, also a lot of the buildings have these complaints, and a lot of them have been resolved, and some of them haven't. So it's just kind of like, yeah. Also, it's just kind of like basically, it's what are you gonna do about it? It's the whole fucking New York housing is like, okay, yeah, this place blows. Oh, you got us. It blows. Oh, you don't want to be here in the winter without heat? All right, so what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna pay $400 a month for space heaters, or are you gonna get the fuck out of here and we keep your money?
They don't have. There's no heat in there either.
It's pretty cold.
Oh man,
It was a very bad place. I went there.
Damn.
I went there once,
Yeah,
and it's just the
yeah. He's still now. He looks like this. I mean,
yeah.
poor bastard.
yeah, they got him.
Yeah.
Wow, that sucks, man. Yeah, I know. It's. I know. I feel like everyone has that story too. Like just it's just trying to find a place to live, and
I was just telling a friend
get
today,
fucked.
right? Is I was like, I landed in a pretty good situation when I got to New York. I got into like a shared house, and it was $1,000 for the room, which was pretty big room, decent enough, good heat, good everything.
Right.
Never had any issues, and I was like, everybody complaining about New York is out of their minds. It's maybe a little bit more than Kansas, where you'd pay $500 for a room or
Mhm.
whatever the fuck, or $1,000 gets you your own place. But obviously, it's more cramped, but it's fine. And then as soon as I started looking for places on my own, that's where like the fucking traps are and the fees and yeah, I don't know. So
Maybe just like what you guys do with the podcast is that you try to bring justice. You know what I mean? You try to right these wrongs.
No,
Put it on you guys. You start saving
it's what's so funny is
saving the world.
Like
Last
like Crime
summer-
Stoppers, or like what's it like? Remember like Channel 4 News or like Channel 8 or like
Yeah,
at
you-
5 o'clock,
Santiago and Dan.
There'd be like some type of parking lot scam where
What?
the tow,
Knock on the
yeah,
doors.
where the tow truck.
Sunlight is the best
Yeah.
disinfectant. Where you're like, we're gonna call out all these guys.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
what's
then
the tow truck scam?
The tow
Was it-
truck scam was that there was basically a guy during the day would take. It was the simplest scam.
Yeah.
the
It would
green.
be it would be like a no parking tow zone,
Yeah.
and then he would take the sign. He would put it away, and then he would take it off.
Yeah.
So people would park there.
Yeah.
Then he would put it back, and then call the tow company.
Yeah.
They would go and tow it,
Yeah.
and then they would split the money
With the towing company.
with the
Solid
with the
scam.
towing
That's
company.
that's great.
With the
Solid
towing
scam.
company.
That's very solid.
And then Channel 4 figured it out, and it had been reported a bunch of times, and they do the amazing thing
They do a
where
sting
they,
operation.
they do a sting operation, they do under camera operation, and then they confront the guy, which is the best part.
Yeah.
And he's just literally a guy who's running away. He's like a 70-year-old guy running away with like a shirt around his head, and you
Yeah.
can't say anything. Yeah.
Well, there's also
Yeah.
another scam too. Like if you
Remember Shame on You? Remember the
Shame Yeah.
shame on you, Channel 4.
Maybe you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can go in there and
So what do I do to my landlord under this? I bring her on the podcast. And I'm like, hey.
yeah, you
Come
7-year-old
on.
bitch.
She's like, I don't
Come on, you old
speak.
bitch.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, it'll
Then-
literally be. I'll be like, so given that there's holes in the wall and a broken window and that you're not turning on the heat, I was hoping I could get my deposit back. And she'll just look at me
right. It's a good start.
and I go, so what do you think? And she goes, I don't know. She's like, I have to talk to somebody. And then she,
Insane.
They're
she
always
call-
having to talk to somebody.
yeah. And then she calls me today and I'm like, did you talk to somebody? She's like, yes. I give you nothing. I'm like, oh, thanks for the update. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck. Damn. I figured that might have happened.
She's good.
Yeah. She's
She's
good.
good.
She's good. And then you're like, what am I gonna go to court? I even talked to like Tenants Rights Association and they were like, I was like, could I get a lawyer for that? They're like, that probably is not worth it. And also, like, there's like a backlog of evictions, so they're all probably taking those cases, which are worth a lot more money.
Yeah, and also there's I think there's a backlog of eviction for like 5 years or something like that. It's like a 5-year back. So even before the pandemic, it was like
stop paying
awful.
rent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Don't
good
do it.
scam.
Well, if I could breathe in that apartment, I would just stop paying rent and then like hunker down and start a lawsuit. But I can't fucking breathe in it, so there's no point in being in it.
Yeah, then it becomes like your life. And
Right,
it's like,
right,
hey,
right.
How are you? And it's never
Well,
good because you always have like
right.
Respiratory problems.
Well,
Yeah,
The girl next door stayed. She's been there she hasn't paid rent in 3 years. And she's like, I mean, I stayed because it's cheap, but I feel like it's like draining on my health to fucking be here
To
psychologically.
not be able to breathe. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
well,
to be
I,
freezing all the time.
Just have that
I don't,
hanging
I don't know if
over.
she has breathing issues, but just the fact that like psychologically, it's like you don't have a home. You go to a battleground anytime you come. You know.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell this story, which I think you might enjoy, because of the type of guy you are. I don't know. So after college, I moved.
Staten Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it about pizza?
Yeah. Whoa.
Is it about meatballs? All right.
It's about kind of like this scumbag. You heard of him? You know this guy Joey? So I lived with a guy named
Joey the scumbag.
Joey the
Yeah.
scumbag. This
Yeah,
was
I
in
know Joey.
Boston. He was like 42. He had a room, and he had a room on the there was a street in Alston where all the kids partied, like where all the house parties were.
Mhm.
This guy was like in his 40s, and he still like wore a ball cap and a hoodie, and like
Sick.
you know the guy who like looks 40 but he dresses 25. Yeah, it was that guy on the street. Anyways, he went to prison multiple times for weed.
Oh.
I was like, "What'd you go to prison for?" He's like, "Well, I got caught with 46 pounds of weed." And I was like, "Oh,
That's
damn,
a lot of weed.
They'll
though.
put you in prison for that?" He goes, "Well, it happened 3 times."
That'll do it.
Just back to back to back. Anyways, I'm living with this guy, and he's a real like he paid someone off to get an asbestos removal certificate. And then he would do asbestos removal, and it would pay $1,000 a day, you know, because you get paid the driving time to go there, and you know it would be all over the state
And he'd
or
never
like
get
hours
rid of
away.
it. He would just get the certification.
No. He got the certificate, and then they put the hazmat suits, and he would do it. He just didn't want to sit for the test.
Oh, okay.
Like there's
Right,
just a guy who'll give you the certificate. He would do that. So he would work like I don't know, 15 days a year, and then just like scrape by, you know,
That's the dream.
because it'll.
It's a great scam.
Yeah,
dude.
because if it's like a 2-day job, they're paying you for they're 24 hours a day for if you have to go out of town to do that,
Yeah.
right? So he's doing that. Anyways, we get kicked out of the apartment that we're living in. He's got 2 pit bulls. We got kicked out of the apartment that we're living in. He finds an apartment across the street, and he's like, "You want to crash here for a little bit?" I tell like I have no place to go. I was like, I'm trying to find another apartment, but he was like, "Yeah, just sleep on the couch, pay me whatever you want." He was actually like I don't know. There's like.
There's levels to it.
No, like the guy's not gonna push you out on the street,
Right.
you know. And like he was much better to me than other roommates that I've had.
That's what I mean.
Even though the guy would just wake up and smoke like a fucking 7-foot bong and just like fucking hang out with his
Maybe
pit
really
bulls.
cool. Oh, pit bulls.
yeah. Well, 2 pit bulls. Anyways, fucking when we move out of that apartment, he was like, "Yeah, I don't like how those guys treated us." So I left him a little surprise. I was like, what's your surprise? And he was like, "Well, I pried open the walls and I put in raw chicken in
love it.
and like jars of milk so that the milk would spoil." And he's like, "I lined the entire house with raw chicken dipped in milk with jars with like holes in the top of it." And he's like, "And they're never going to find it, and they're never going to get the smell out."
I love Joey.
Yeah.
This guy's great.
This guy's great.
This guy's great.
Also, he worked in like,
I
he
thought
takes apart houses. He knows how to fucking hide
I
this
thought
shit.
this was the story of a guy I was gonna hate. I
Yeah,
love him.
you
and,
love him.
It is also needs to be said the plot to or one of the
Dirty
scenes in
Work.
Dirty Work where where they hide fish all over the place, and I think they actually do put it in the wall.
Yeah.
In the,
Well, that's where you would put it.
Yeah, that's true.
Got this down. Just put it on the floor.
Yeah.
I'll never
He's
see
a-
it.
yeah, he'll hang it from the ceiling with a string.
It's like, why does it smell in
There's
here?
like a pile of fish there. He's like, "What's this? Is mystery? This
Yeah.
fucking guy."
Can't figure it
Exactly.
out.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
What do you think, pile of fish? Where's the smell coming from?
Right.
Yeah.
What? That's great because that's probably not the first time he did that. It seemed to be well thought out, and like that's not his. You know what I mean? He's done that a couple times.
Yeah. This guy.
That's cool. That's good. You know what I mean?
Also, but did they deserve it? I mean, he said he doesn't like the way they treated us.
I have no idea. I don't.
Do you think it was just like, hey man, can you fix the heat? And it was a little late one day, and it
think
just
in
like a
the-
grudge holder to no degree.
No, I think they kicked him out. He didn't want to be kicked out. He
All
wanted
right.
to stay there.
And now you got chicken in the walls.
Then you got fucking chicken in the walls, and
That's
good
what you
luck
get.
finding that.
I had a very similar prank that I did where before it was I think it was like a 4-day week or something like that we were gonna have in high school, and I took a raw chicken
Yeah.
and I wrapped it in some gym shorts and a shirt, and I put it in the locker.
Yeah. Whose
Uh,
locker?
I just bought a lock and there was a bunch of open lockers. No, it was a gym.
Oh.
Sorry, gym locker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like the gym room. And
So you just
when we
ma-
got back from class, there was no gym that day. So
Oh, really? Because
Smart.
it just smelled so bad.
yeah, it just reeked.
Did
Yeah,
you do it
just
with
completely
friends or
reeked.
was it just you?
I did it and I told everyone, all my friends about it, and they're like, "What did
Did
you
you
do?"
get caught?
Well, I did not get caught.
That's an odd thing. That's an odd thing to do, Dan.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not a good.
There's
it's like
there's no
there's senior
target.
pranks.
There's no target.
What?
There's no victim
This
here.
school
mayhem.
is the
You're-
target.
You're
the
like
school is the
You're
target.
like, I'm gonna make the gym smell bad.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You never heard of a senior prank?
What? I don't even get. What
I know
the
other people.
prank
I know
is.
other people that did senior pranks, like and other things where they would like this guy, like his father owned a pet shop, and then he like
They would
basically
kill all the dogs.
no, he would just release that he
You've been
would like,
pranked.
he would release
Prank.
birds.
Gotcha.
He would release birds into the school.
Yeah.
You know that he got, and it's just senior pranks. It's like you're a teenager, you're mad at
Would
the
he
school.
capture the birds, or did he just
No,
give
his
away
father
his
owned a pet
dad's
shop.
merchandise?
Yeah, pretty
I
much he gave away his
understand.
dad merchant.
And those
Yeah,
birds.
so he just
merchandise, yeah.
They kill those
robbed
birds.
hundreds of dollars from his dad, and then those things get eaten by crows in 3 hours.
Yes, but in the meantime,
it's
it
the
is a
story.
funny prank.
You want to
Yeah.
be reductionist about it, but think
Yeah.
about the mayhem. They're like,
Yeah.
is that a parakeet?
You didn't know you had no school. No one ever did a school prank at your school.
No. I mean, I remember one. Did you guys have mischief night? Do you guys know what that is? I'm Jersey.
Yeah.
You really know what that
What's
is?
Yeah.
mischief night?
The
It's
night
basi-
before Halloween.
Yeah, the night before Halloween, you just like fuck shit up.
You kill a bunch
Yeah.
of people.
You kill
Yeah.
people. Yeah, you get jumped
know,
into
mischief.
a gang. Yeah,
Yeah.
you cut people.
Yeah.
That's when the Bloods get
Right,
get new
right.
members. You jump people in.
Mischief night.
Yeah, that's a really polite way to be like, yeah, we carved the woman's face. It was mischief night.
Your Honor.
In a
it was
jack o'
mischief
lantern?
night.
Sure.
I'll allow it.
A little too mischievous.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
You know what they say, boys will be boys.
Boys
There's
will be boys.
17 bodies.
Come on, mischief night.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one time we were hanging out, and I think we were in middle school. Yeah, we were like in 8th grade. And for the most part, it's like you're throwing eggs, you freeze an egg. There's paintball guns. Sometimes you shoot people with paintball guns. I've never done it, but you're around it. You cheer people on. You're
Yeah.
complicit. But one time, this kid threw a Molotov cocktail at a bus, and
Whoa.
everyone was like, "That's too much mischief. It's too much.
Too mischievous.
That's too much."
Yeah.
Yeah. Then mischief nights are fun. I don't know if that's a scam. It's more of a crime.
Molotov
Destruction
cocktail.
of city
Molotov
property.
cocktail is like one of the first things where you're like, I'm gonna make that and see, because you're like, I can do it. I have access to a gasoline, a bottle, and a rag.
I
You
would
could do it.
I would be afraid of blowing myself up.
This kid had good aim.
There's got but even like
Did it work? The whole thing.
Yeah, it blew up. Yeah, the bus driver was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, I could imagine you're a bus
Yeah.
driver. He was like, "Your life is not great."
Happy Halloween.
it's just
Just a kid on stand and
it's
throws
just a
a
kid
Molotov
from
at it.
Russia. He's like,
Yeah.
this is what we do.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know, man. This is what happens at his house.
Man.
No, I've never thrown a Molotov cocktail, but there's still time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not over for me yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like acid for me. You had your window. You had your Molotov cocktail window,
Fuck,
and now it's over
it's
for you.
past.
No,
Yeah,
you-
now what are you gonna be? A man in his mid-30s throwing Molotov cocktails?
When you say it like that, it sounds bad.
Yeah, it's sad.
No, but if it's for a good
Yeah.
cause,
Right.
you know, what if it's to fight breast cancer?
Yeah.
Right.
What if there's a bunch of fucking cops in the way of breast cancer and you got to fucking clear them out
And
somehow?
then what?
I don't think that's how you cure it. You throw a Molotov cocktail at some
Yeah,
cancerous
well,
titties.
I'm sorry. Are you a doctor?
What, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's exactly my
That's
point.
true.
Thank you very much, ladies and
That's true.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Welcome to Santiago Debates. Everybody,
Dan learns.
everybody's fucking gotcha. Well, are you a scientist? No, but that doesn't mean that fucking.
And we're both not scientists.
Yeah.
Then.
Exactly.
No, I guess I could throw a Molotov cocktail at your landlady, and then
Listen.
that would be a good, you know.
Listen, I'm not saying I would pay you.
Because he
not on
won't. But
air.
he would like you to do it. Yeah. Would you do that for free for me?
It's so funny where it's like at a certain point, it's like, yeah, I just want my money back. I don't want to hurt anybody.
But exactly.
Yeah.
And then people just push it to that limit. They just keep pushing you.
Right.
I don't want to.
I know.
don't want to.
I know it's funny
Look
that
what
you
you made me
you
do.
made
I know,
me-
fucking
I-
strangling all
I
the
know-
fucking feral
I know it's
cats
funny that
pissing
you
all
said-
over the hallway.
I know that you say that, but I so feel that way. Like I agree. It was like you're pushing me to the point where I'm like feel like I want to punch you,
Right.
and I really would like to punch you right now.
but you should do it then.
Yeah.
You should punch.
Let me
There was
ask
actually
this.
a, there's
All right, go
actually a
ahead.
guy in my dentist's office today. I was getting a tooth fixed today,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like super early in the morning. I went in at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's a police officer there already at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the receptionist is like up clearly upset. And I'm like, I'm here for the 8:45, and she's like, okay, go. And the police officer just got there. He's like, I need you to play the message for me.
Yeah.
And he played the message for you. And it was this guy who's like, you fucking piece of shit garbage. I had to reschedule my appointment 3 times.
Wow.
Can't wait to see you today at 10:45.
I like
I
that he
can't
kept his
wait to
appointment time.
fucking do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to show
Yeah.
you. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to go drive around and I'm going to shoot every cop in Union County.
Wow.
It was insane.
That's a big
That's
It
day.
great.
was insane.
He's like, but first I
And
gotta
then-
fix my teeth.
The
Yeah,
cop's
yeah,
like, what
yeah.
the fuck? What the fuck do we
Yeah,
do?
yeah. So anyway, so
You fuck
so,
up your teeth.
So the cop goes. Meanwhile, I'm the only one in the office right now, and I'm like listening to this. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, there's a guy coming in
Yeah.
2 hours and 15 minutes,
Yeah.
you know, with a weapon.
Punctual.
And yeah, and the cop is like, we know this guy. He makes threats all the time,
Yeah.
and it's like impossible for us to arrest him. You
Yeah.
know.
It's his love
So
language.
yeah. So basically, the cop is like, I know his number. Give me the phone, and he calls him back from the dentist office, and he goes, "Hey, this is Jim from the blah 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 blah
Police
blah.
department.
What, you gonna go around shooting us? You know, we hear about this." And he go, and I didn't hear the guy on the other line, but like apparently he goes, "Oh, I didn't say shoot you. I said sue you."
Oh, I
And
like
then he
this.
goes, "Well,
Cute.
now we can't arrest you because it's not a your threat. It's not a
He's-
arrestable."
Because he's not
threat.
standing by the threat. There's a recording of him saying, "I'm going to shoot them."
No, but
You
he's like,
misheard.
no.
You
He
misheard.
was like, if you listen, he's apparently he said, if you listen to the recording closely, you can say that I said, I'm gonna sue and not shoot. I said sue, you
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
And he goes, really? You're gonna drive around Union County suing police officers? I don't
He's
think.
like, I got my AK-47. I'm going to sue every
Yeah.
single one of these. I'm going to make them bite the curb before
Yeah,
I
yeah,
sue them.
yeah.
Feeling
Boom!
litigious.
Sneak up behind you, blam, sue you right in the back of the
Boom,
head.
served.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask this, and then we can get out of here. Have you ever gotten into like fights? Like, are you
As an adult?
Oh,
No.
no.
You
You're
try
so
to avoid those.
reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you're not giving anything up and you're the most devious dude ever,
No.
or you're like a good
No, I mean, I've
citizen.
done shitty things. I mean, it's not scams. Like, I've
Yeah.
ever used to drink and drive a lot. That's not a
Yeah.
scam. That's just a fucking crime.
in many ways you did scam the system
I
by,
just-
by
yeah.
not
Yeah.
killing anyone.
Never got arrested for
It's true.
Never
Yeah.
DUI.
Yeah.
But no, only fights as like a kid. Like, that's really about it. And
Yeah.
then, no fights, no violence. I don't know. No fights as an adult.
Let a calm, peaceful life. That's good. I'm jealous.
I mean, like, shit happens, but you just don't fight people. You just
Yeah.
go, yeah, this is, I don't know. Yeah, I avoid fights. I guess I'm just a weirdo. I guess I'm just a.
no,
that's just so boring.
that's clearly the adult thing to do is to not fight if you can help it.
Hell yeah, yeah. But so what's the upside? You hear so many stories of people getting knocked out and then like hitting the floor and then they die.
And
you're
then
like,
the guy goes to jail, and it's
Yeah,
like,
like-
whoa, you're both retards whose lives are over now.
yeah, I knew a guy like that. I used to play handball with this guy. He went down to Florida and he was like, he got in the middle of a domestic thing at like fucking. At like a Miller's Ale House, like a TGI Fridays,
Yeah.
and like he got in the guy's face, knocked him out. The guy hits the floor, and he's dead. And
Yeah.
and now
So
my
then
friend-
manslaughter or what?
He got off because he got the best lawyers. He got the lawyer who defended Casey Anthony.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh,
he was
wow.
in good shape. So yeah, he's got a guy with a proven track.
What was the
record.
argument? It's like, it's not like he killed a kid.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
He was
yeah.
like,
All right,
look,
you should have seen my last client, Your Honor.
She was a
Woof.
real
And she
bitch.
got off.
That's guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
no,
like,
that's
listen, if
guilty.
Casey Anthony can murder 9 children in a
Yeah,
bathtub,
yeah.
this guy surely can murder one. And they're like,
Yeah.
he makes a good point.
God damn it, counselor, you've done it
Yeah.
again.
That's a good point. Yeah. All right, shit, man.
All right.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I-
Are you good? You got anything else you want to talk about?
I can't think of other scams, but hey, have me on again, and I'll have more scams.
Be sure to commit some crimes between now and then.
Yeah,
all right?
I got a
Yeah,
feeling
don't
my
disappoint us.
scams are gonna go up after
Yeah.
this.
Oh, yeah?
We come
Yeah.
back, you're like, guys, I'm a pimp.
I'm a pimp now.
You got a
It's
lot of
great. I got so
ideas.
many stories.
But I'm
Consensual.
Yeah, I'm a
really
nice
into
pimp.
consent.
a
You have-
nice pimp.
You have a gentle pimp hand?
Yeah. Hey, well, come on. What are you doing?
A medium pimp hand? It's more of a pet? Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
You want to give me money, don't you?
Yeah, you massage with your pimp hand.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah, massage my ladies.
Yeah.
That's how you get more. You know how like you feed cows good food and they taste better? It's the
Yeah.
same thing with prostitutes.
Right,
You-
right,
you
right.
You
treat
feed them good
nice,
food and they taste better.
they taste better.
Give them steak.
Yeah, you feed them steak and they go, oh wow, I want to fuck more for you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
all right.
I'm
That's all
so
that protein.
horny after all this
Yeah,
steak.
I'm so- yeah.
I guess this is all this red blood coursing through
All
my
this
fucking
red
veins.
meat,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, I love fucking nourished.
Yeah, see, and that's the kind of pimp I'm gonna be.
Nice.
Yeah.
So thank
Nice.
you guys.
Well, if there are any hoes out there,
Yeah. Any
I'll be nice.
any hoes looking for protection.
Yeah. Hi hoes.
Yeah.
yeah,
How's it going? All right. Great. Well, it's been the episode, I think.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
On Instagram, on TikTok, Twitter, at Peter_Revello. And thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks a
Mhm.
lot. Yeah, we can do the
Where can
other
they
part
find you
later.
guys?
Follow us on You Got God Podcast on Instagram,
Um,
at Daniel Zvezda on Instagram.
At Santiago is dead. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All
All
right.
right. See you next time.